Hello dear students. From the last few videos we have been discussing about the examples of debit and credit under English system. So under that rules we have seen a lot of examples like how to treat on the capitals, how to treat on the drawings, how to work on the purchases. In the purchase there are two types that we have already studied. So it may be a cash purchases or it may be a credit purchases. Similarly, that is just opposite the sales. Sales also has two parts. One is cash sales, another one is credit sales. So with all these examples we have seen how to debit or when to debit and when to credit as per their rules. So furtherly I would like to I would like to give some more examples for debiting and crediting under English system. So for that I am standing before the camera along with my camera technician, my best friend Mr. Viresh. Dear students, let us discuss few points about what I am going to explain in today's class. As for the classification of accounts, my dear students, there are three types as you all know that we have already discussed. One is personal account, another one is real account. So then the last one is that is nominal account. These are the classification of accounts as per this one under the English system. Please concentrate under the real account. Real account, as we have discussed, it contains or it concentrates about the things that do the real things. Things, as you all know, the thing that is not alive, the thing, it is a real thing, that should be a very real thing, real thing. Okay. So it is furtherly classified into two types. One is tangible. Tangible in Kannada ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಗೋಚರ ಕಾಣಿಸುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ನೋಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಬಹುದು ನಾವು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ tangible. That is tangible. In Kannada we can say ಗೋಚರ. So the another one is intangible. Intangible, that is just opposite of tangible. Agochara anta ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So tangible, intangible things. So my dear students, even we have studied, even we have classified like this the things, the real things. My dear students, please concentrate. Things furtherly we can classify like the commodities, the goods, or the assets. Very important. The things are classified like assets, or you can say the properties. Assets or properties. Properties ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು. So assets, so these are the goods or commodities. Assets are the properties, my dear students. These are meant for using our own office or own business for the generating an income. So these are for our business purpose that we are using in our organization to generate income. So these are the assets, properties. Say for example, in our college, in our educational institutions, so we have been maintaining some laboratories, some computers, some furnitures, some vehicles, some infrastructures, premises in the sense buildings. These are all the properties. So these are all the properties, or you can say the assets. So these are for our organizational purpose. We are using all these to generate the income for providing services, while providing services. goods are quite different from the assets, dear students. Goods are also, say for example, the furniture which I have said already, those are the assets. Very important. So I will clarify very important terms. Say for example, computer. So for this, we can say it as an asset or goods. When we have to say this computer as an asset, when we have to say this computer as goods. If the computer is using, here the computer is here in an organization for its office use, for you can say the organization purpose, so the business purpose, what we are using the computer, that is our property, that is our asset, it is our asset. So we are using this computer for generating income in an organization, that computer is an asset. So this is one aspect when we have to say the computer as an asset. Say for example, so now when we have to say the goods to this computer. So dear students, if our organization is, our business is computer purchasing and selling business in it. We have commenced one computer business, one computer shop. In that shop we are, or you can say one computer showroom. So we have commenced one computer showroom. In that computer showroom, our goods are the assets. How can I say, what exactly the meaning of goods? Goods are the commodities. So which are purchased for selling. For selling, what we have purchased the goods, so for that, for selling it. So dear students, as I said, here we have commenced one computer showroom. So our business is to buying and selling of computers. Buying and selling of computers. Computers are purchased for selling. For selling it. So at that time the computers are the goods, not an asset. So our business is computer showroom. In that showroom, so we are purchasing them from the manufacturers and selling them to end users or either customers. So these computers are purchased for resale. Means our business is buying and selling of computers. In that transaction, the computers are goods over there, not an asset. So if the computer is for our organizational use, that is an asset. I hope you follow me. So instead of computer, you can take one more, that is furniture. Furniture are very essential in every organization. Furnitures. So furniture, so chairs, benches, tables. So these are all the furnitures, computer tables. So these are all the furnitures, dear students. Furnitures for organizational use, for generating income, then the furnitures are called the assets or properties. So then when we have to say that furniture as a goods, if our showroom, our business is the furniture business, we have commenced one business that belongs to furniture, purchase of furniture and selling of furniture and for selling them. So then the furnitures are called goods. So this is a very important concept you need to keep in mind. So now I am going to discuss when we have to say the debit and when we have to say the credit as per this one English system along with the examples. Very innovative examples are there, dear students, very important. So that we have already seen some initial examples. Now I am going to use some more examples for today's rough book entries. So look here. Purchased furniture worth rupees 25,000. So please concentrate on this rough book entry, dear students. So here we have purchased one furniture worth rupees 25,000. Here the word particularly they have used purchased that we have seen. So by observing this sentence, we have already seen a lot of examples on purchases. So in this, we should not take as a purchase as a goods. So why? Because it is a furniture, it is an asset. That is the reason we need to take. So while classifying the aspects, so that is first one is furniture. So dear students, this is the cash purchase of furniture. So why? Because so from whom we have purchased, not at all mentioned. That is the reason. So this purchase of furniture is cash purchase. So that is the reason. So here one more aspect, that is cash account. This is furniture account. Look here, furniture, it is a thing, tangible thing. So tangible thing means here the furniture, we can touch it, we can see it, we can hold it, we can use it. So it is the tangible thing which comes under real account. So similarly that you have already studied regarding this one, cash comes under a real account. This is also the things. Both are a real account. Please concentrate. So furniture, when you purchase the furniture, it comes in. So as per the real account rule, debit what comes in. Here the furniture comes in, that is the reason we need to debit the furniture account. Similarly, dear students, very important, the cash account. As per the real account, the rule is debit to what comes in, credit to what goes out. Here, if you have purchased the furniture by paying rupees 25,000 as in a cash, so in that rough book entry, cash goes out. So cash goes out. So for that we need to credit. This is the live example for treatment of purchase of furniture worth rupees 25,000. So instead of this, we have seen one more example. One example in the earlier videos. Say for example, just what is the difference between these two? Purchased furniture worth rupees 25,000 for a resale. Means for here we have purchased one furniture worth rupees 25,000 for its resale. Then the furniture is treated as goods here. That is the reason instead of writing the furniture, here we need to take as a goods. We need to treat it as a goods. Then you can write purchases account. So here similar cash account. That cash account that we have already worked over here. So purchase account. So purchase, it is an expenses which comes under a nominal account. Nominal account. So it is an expenses. Then as per the nominal account, debit expenses or losses. That is the reason purchase account is to be debited under the English system. But the cash that we have worked here, please concentrate, cash is the thing which comes in real account. So cash goes out. So here we have purchased the furniture worth rupees 25,000. So we have paid the cash, means cash goes out. Cash goes out. So means it is to be credit. Okay, so dear students, let us see one more different examples for debiting and crediting under English system. So that we have already seen the purchase of assets. Now I am going to give some examples for selling of assets. Say for example, machinery sold, or you can say sold a machinery, whatever it may be. So machinery sold. Machinery sold worth rupees 50,000. Look here, dear students, to whom we have sold, in this example we cannot see. So that is the reason it is the cash sales. Cash sales, but here we have sold the machinery. Here we need to keep in mind, this is our old machinery which has already generated certain income in our organization. So that is the reason instead of writing sales, we need to say the word machinery here. So by selling this machinery, we have received a certain sum of money of rupees 50,000. Means by classifying the aspects, the first aspect, that is cash account. So this one, machinery account. The first thing is to classify the twofold aspects as per the double entry principles. So now dear students, as you all know, the cash comes under real account. Why? Because it is the thing, that too the tangible thing, that will be the real things. So as per the real account, dear students, as you all know, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here the cash comes in. Cash comes in. As per this rule, we need to debit the cash account. Look here, the machinery. This is also the thing, that too the tangible thing. So we need to concentrate while classifying this machinery account, which comes under real account. Real account. As for the real account, here the machinery goes out. If you sold the machinery, it goes out, which comes under real account. Here it goes out. For the sake of this, we need to credit. We need to credit the machinery account. So very interesting task. Here I would like to say one more example in the parallel form. Look here, machinery sold. Machinery sold. Just here I am adding some more words. Look here, machinery sold worth rupees 50,000 to Raju. So this much is additional part of this example. Here to whom we have sold, not at all mentioned, but in this example they have mentioned the name of the purchaser. So very simultaneously we are studying. This is the cash sales, this one is the credit sales. So for that we need to classify the aspects. So Raju's account. Why? Because we have not at all received the cash. So cash is along with the Raju now. We need to receive. We need to be received. Yet to be received from the cash. Yet to be received the cash from the Raju. So that is the reason here I am mentioning the Raju's name. So one more aspect, that is machinery account. Look here. Raju, he comes under personal account. comes under personal account. As per the personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here the Raju is the receiver. Raju is the receiver. So that is the reason we need to debit the Raju's account. We need to debit the Raju's account. So now I would like to give the examples that I have already shown you all. The machinery account. So machinery account which comes under real account. So as per the real account, it goes out here in this transaction. So the machinery goes out. We need to credit. So we need to credit the machinery account. So dear students, while studying this one, purchase of machinery, purchase of asset, one more example that I have to be shown. So that I have forgotten, I would like to show you now. Please go through this. These are the very important examples while classifying the accounts and their debit and credit, and the rule of debiting and crediting as per the English system. Look here. In the earlier example, I have said purchased furniture worth rupees 25,000. We have already worked on this book entry. So one more additional information from this book entry, that is, look here, purchased the furniture worth rupees 25,000 from Lata. Here, so from whom we have purchased, they are mentioning the name of the seller. So by observing this book entry, we can say it is not the cash purchases. Why? Because the name from whom we have purchased, it has been represented here. That is the reason. Look here. Here the asset purchased, that is furniture purchased. So furniture account. Here this one, Lata's account. As you all know, furniture is a thing which comes under real account. So as for the real account, debit the receiver, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If you have purchased the furniture, it comes in. So furniture comes in. Furniture comes in. For that, we need to debit the furniture account. So now, look at the Lata. She comes under personal account. Personal account. So as per the personal account, debit the receiver and credit the giver. Here Lata is the giver. She has given the furniture to us. So that is the reason Lata is the giver. So we need to credit the Lata's account as per personal account. So these are the live examples for debiting and crediting under English system. So in the earlier videos, we have seen a lot of better examples for debiting and crediting. So in the future videos also, we are going to discuss some more examples. So with this, we have tried our level best. Thank you very much. See you on next video.